Sure. Welcome back to the Nova Scotia High School Varsity Provincial Championships. I'm your commentator, Austin, joined by my partner, Logan.
Nice to meet you.
Today we're going to have the Cobequid Educational Center Cougars against the North Nova Education Center Griffins. The starters today for the Cougars, we're going to have Jesse Ballrimple, Caden Skinner, Jonah Whitehead, Brady McKinnon, and Thomas Green. And our starters for the Griffins will be number 2, Nathan Fast, number 3, James McKay, number 11, Brody Bonvie, number 12, Giorgio El Haddad, and number 14, Noah Bowden.
That should be a very interesting game. Both teams. CEC fell very short of Ombre, losing by about 50, while North Nova also had a rough loss to Citadel, but they did hang in there for a while. Should be a very tight game. They've played each other, I believe, 3 or 4 times this year, and North Nova has won every single time, but there has been some close games, so we'll have to see if this will be a close one.
Yeah, this should be a good one between these two teams. They have a lot of strong players. We got some big teams here. Cobequid has a couple guys over 6'5", so we'll see how that affects the game.
We'll have to see. CEC is mainly led by a couple specific guys scoring-wise, mainly Caden Skinner and Jess Dalrymple. Jack Gulliver will not be around as he is actually injured at the time. He got a concussion and is out. But another guy will be Jonah Whitehead, number 10. He stepped up very big last game. He wasn't having a big season, but was a consistent 8-9 points, but had around probably 15, 16. They're going to need him to have a big one again today.
Yeah, this should be a good one. They're just doing the introductions right now for the team. If you can hear a little bit of background noise, we're getting the starting lineups out. But it should be an exciting matchup between these two. So the big center for the Cougars is number 13, Thomas Green. So he'll be looking to get a lot of rebounds. And next year, if you're an AUS football fan, you'll be able to watch him on the field. He's committed to play football at Acadia University next season after finishing his senior year of high school.
Big commitment. And these teams, two very different styles from what I could see. CEC more of they have some high-powered offense, but they would rather defensively grind it down low. North Nova is going to try and push the pace. This is a team that can put up a lot of points very quickly. Number 11, Brody Bonvie, as we saw yesterday, a very elite shooter. Number 12, El Haddad, an elite guy that can score at all 3 levels. A bit unorthodox at time, finishing in the paint, but still very solid. Noah Bowden is a track and field and cross-country star for this school that can run all day long and bounce out the gym. Number 4, Neil McFarland has an elite handle, having one of the better handles, and a 2-to-1 assist ratio, or assist to turnover, which is extremely rare in high school basketball.
And right off the bat, the Cougars start strong. They get the opening tip, and number 5 with the pull-up jumper. That was Jesse Ballrimple with the air ball. And CEC coming right back down, and El Haddad with the missed shot. So a couple misses to start out this game.
Right idea there by El Haddad trying to pass in the ball. Bonvie just put a little bit too much on it as Bonvie leads McFarland for a nice finish at the rim for 2.
Nice. Good way to start the scoring for this game.
And this definitely has the potential to be a high offensive power game. We haven't been able to see much of CEC's offense as Ombre was just too much. But we did see for North Nova, they are a very high offensive power team that can put up a lot of points pretty quickly.
Yeah, great cut there by number 8, Caden Skinner. He's the team's leading scorer this season, averaging 17.5 points per game. So watch him. He'll be scoring a lot this game. And he's only in grade 11 this season, so next year he'll probably be coming back even stronger.
Most likely. As that could be a big duel for them next year. Caden Skinner being a grade 11, their leading scorer will be returning next year. And Gulliver.
And there he is, the first 4 points already for CEC.
Skinner already showing his impact.
Oh.
And Caden Gulliver, who has a concussion, he was putting up some insane numbers. He had multiple 20-20 games, multiple 5+ block games as far as I can tell, a really big piece. He's also only in grade 10. So even though he's out this weekend, he will be able to play with Skinner next year, and hopefully they will have another big year and make it provincials next season.
Okay, so we have a CEC inbound in the ball here. It's number 5, Jesse Dalrymple with the inbound. He gets it into Skinner. And Skinner with a nice pass back up to the three-point line. The drive by number 5, the turnaround jumper, and just off the side of the backboard. But he gets his own rebound. He drives back in, a little crossover, pull up, and a jumper. Hits it right at the buzzer for number 5, Jesse Dalrymple. I'm sure we'll be hearing his name a lot today.
We will, and that's the thing. He is a great player. He played for the YZ teams that made headlines for being one of the better travel teams in the Maritimes, along with he played for Basketball in Nova Scotia this summer for the 17U team.
And here we go. A good pass up the court. Oh, but he just can't finish the layup. And a big rebound by El Haddad. And he gets the ball out to
that was on CEC's number 10, Jonah Whitehead. That's the first foul of the game for these teams.
Hey, and there, just passing the ball in was number 11, Brody Bonvie. Oh, and the 3 by number 4, Neil McFarlane.
It's a
big 3 there to take the lead. But then right back, not messing around, is that number 11, Brady McKinnon.
And Neil McFarlane, after hitting 3, was the one that ended up committing the foul there for the Griffins.
And he misses the first, so hopefully he can convert on this second shot. If you were watching our last game, you'll know that free throws were a big part of it. So it'll be important that both teams are getting to the line and making their shots. And there you go. He splits them. Hitting the second. Oh, wow. Fast-paced offense here for the Griffins. They're not taking any time. Great screen there by number 11 and a pass into the corner. And that's a great shot there for number 14, Noah Bowden.
Great look there. No hesitation, just right away. Catch and shoot before the defense can catch up.
That was number 13, Thomas Green. Missing the layup there. He's a big physical guy, so look to see him in the paint, posting up, playing big. Got the inbounds pass here on the baseline. They get the ball into Green, who almost turns it over, but he's able to hold on.
Right here, looking to go for it, can't get it, so he kicks it out.
And then the wide open shot for number 11, Brady McKinnon.
It's a big 3 from McKinnon there. It's just tie game, and now the CEC Cougars will lead the Griffins. This could be an intense game, although the Griffins have won every game in this matchup as far as I know. There has been a lot of close games, so I would expect nothing less from this one.
Okay, and that was out of bounds off number 8, Caden Skinner.
Definitely not ideal giving them the ball back, but it is worth it blocking the shot there as number 6, Braden Doran, subs in for the Cougars.
Okay, the Griffins get the ball in. And a big rebound there by number 5, Jesse Dalrymple.
He's looking to take coast to coast.
And a big shot for the top scorer, number 8, Caden Skinner.
It's a big start from here. He's 7 points this game, and that's big. Last game, the Citadel defense, Ombre defense, did a very good job slowing him down and making sure he couldn't get going.
Oh, great steal there. And he's able to take it right to the lane. Number 11, Brody Bonvie. Great play by Brody.
That was a great decision just to take it all the way there.
Griffins are starting out this game playing a man defense here, so we'll see if they keep this up or if they switch to a zone at some point. Oh, and a great pass there into number 13, Thomas Green, the big football player for the bucket.
Yeah, that was a great anticipation there by Doran. waiting to see what the defense would do. They both came to him, so it's a nice little bounce pass to the open man.
And there's 14 with the wide open three-point shot. Just goes off the back of the rim. Big rebound by Skinner. He's going to take the ball all the way. A great pass and a foul.
I believe that foul is on North Nova's number 4, Neil McFarland, which it is. That's his second foul of the game. He's going to have to be careful. Only 5 minutes in. You do not want a key player like him in foul trouble.
And that'll send number 6, Braden Doran, to the line. As CEC does a big sub here, they have number 20 coming in. Griffin Scott, he's just an 11th grader, so he'll be here again next year. Also coming into the game, they had number 15, Karen Giro.
No, and the thing is, Griffin Scott also didn't start yesterday, but he had a great game coming off the bench. He kind of got better as the game went on, so I assume he will continue off that momentum from last game and do pretty well. Subbing in for the Griffins was number 6, Liam McPherson, who is mainly a guard, but is a big rebounder for them.
Oh, and a great take there by Bonvie, bringing the ball up, going all the way to the rim with a little spin move.
Great anticipation there by Bonvie. Stole it, looking to take it coast to
back
coast.
to back. Oh, he just hits off the side of the backboard. Oh, and a great block there by number 8, Griffin. Or Skinner, sorry.
Skinner having a big impact. He had a little bit of an off game the other day, and he's not letting that happen twice. And making a big impact on both ends of the court. I believe that's 2 blocks already for him.
Griffin Scott with the ball here, doing some nice dribble moves. And a great pass. And wow, again, number 8, Caden Skinner. He just can't be stopped to start this game.
He cannot believe that is already 10 points for the grade 11. This is a kid that we could see having big waves next year, especially with him only being grade 11. Like Akeem Gray, as we talked about yesterday, who was also only grade 11. These are kids that we could see next year and could have big seasons.
Oh, good pass there too. Giro for the bucket.
Nice finish there by McPherson off the nice bounce pass from McKay.
And they get the ball into Doran, who brings it up past half court. Oh, and that's going to be a back over. Wow, a little miscommunication there by the players, a little lack of judgment. He throws the ball back over half for a turnover. Can't be making mistakes like that in the Provincials.
Really can't. That's a bad mistake. And Jonah Whitehead got a quick sub off, but now he's right back in, along with Neil McFarland. He already has 2, so I'd imagine that the CEC will continue to attack him, continue to keep trying and get him in foul trouble.
There you go. The Griffins get the ball in. Great pass to number 6 for the 3. And a splash. Number 6, Liam McPherson.
Yeah.
You do not want to be leaving him wide open.
No, he is a great shooter, too. He is able and capable of hitting that at a fairly good clip. As along with most of this North Nova team, they all are at least decent three-point shooters.
Then, pass to Bonvie, who's passing around to El Haddad. He takes it right into the paint. He's getting double teamed, and he throws up a shot, and it won't go. Rebound by Giro. Oh, and then a good deflection there by Bonvie to should have bounced. And then subs coming in for CEC. We have number 11, Brady McKinnon, as well as number 13, Thomas Green, back in the game.
Yeah, it really appears that this is going to be a tight contest, but CEC's making a strategy right now. They're making quick subs. They want fresh bodies because they know North Nova can put points up on the board quick, so they want to make sure they have guys that will be able to keep up.
And it's working out. Green comes into the game and right on his first possession gets a quick 2 points.
That'll be on number 5, just a Dalrymple for the Cougars. His first personal foul of the game.
That will be. And then you have number 4 bringing the ball up, Neil McFarland, going right into the paint. Pulls back a little bit. We'll see. Oh, number 8 setting up for the screen, but he passes it to Bonvie. So we'll see what he can do with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, he throws up a shot, and it's an and 1. Wow. What a shot. He threw up a prayer, and it was answered. What a magnificent shot off the glass.
And Bonvie is known more for his shooting prowess more than really his finishing, but he's showing off how he can finish. already 3 or 4 layups, and that being a very strong take to the ring.
So with Bonvie on the free throw line now, he'll be shooting one. If you're just joining us, there's 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter, and CEC is leading 24-18 over North Nova. And Bonvie hits that shot.
They're giving Haddad a little break here, subbing in their grade 10 freshman or sophomore star in James McKay, who played BNS this summer along with YG, and has been leading them been one of their top scorers only as a grade 10.
Okay, and they get the ball up to number 11, who's driving in. Oh, and a travel. He tried for a little pump fake there, and his feet just left the ground a little bit.
And that's all it takes. All it takes is one little slip of the foot forward or backwards, and it's travel.
Griffins get the ball into James McKay, who brings up across half court. A little pass out to Bonvie. Great screen there by number 8, Tanner McGregor. And Bonvie wide open, bang, hits the 3.
Oh, he will do that. If they continue to leave him open, he will continue to knock down that shot at a very high rate.
And, wow, number 20, Griffin Scott, comes right back and answers with a 3 of his own.
Yeah, as I said, he started to find his groove as the game went on against Umbra yesterday, and showing that in this game already with making an impact early in this game.
Bonvie. And, oh, wow, a couple bounces there, and it just falls out, but a great effort. Oh, and a great pass up to Skinner, and another, wow, great offense there with the pass from Griffin to Skinner. And then Skinner gets it to Jonah Whitehead for the bucket.
That was great anticipation. Scott got it, saw that Skinner was ahead past him, and then Skinner saw they both came towards me. Let me give it to my open teammate. McKinnon needs to hit the nice open layup. And, well, I'm not sure exactly who's going to be tall enough or how we're going to get that. But that's going to be a bit of a hard spot to hit. Oh!
There we go. The referee with the highlight play, getting the ball stuck out of the backboard.
For sure. Only on second attempt, just whoop, right out.
So Griffin Scott will bring the ball up. He'll pass it back to number 11, McKinnon. He'll bring the ball in. Oh, and he throws it out of bounds, trying to get the ball to Skinner. Just misses there. Nope. Okay, and the Griffins try and get a sub there, but he doesn't have his jersey tucked in, so they don't let him on the floor. So we'll see if they get a sub at the next soft play.
No, and they've been consistent with that this weekend. If you don't have that jersey tucked in, you are not getting in this game.
Okay, Bonvie with the ball at the three-point line. He drives in. Oh, what a great pass from Bonvie to Neil McFarland for 2 points.
Yep, great finisher by McFarland, too.
Okay, Griffin brings the ball up across half court. And he's great defense, but he gets it out. Number 8. And a travel there by number 8, Caden Skinner.
Number 2, Nathan Fast, now able to sub in for this North Nova Griffin team. Just trying, kind of rotating their 3 bigs right now in their 2 seniors, Fast and McGregor, along with their grade 11, Noah Bowden.
Now, just 20 seconds left in the quarter, 16 on the shot clock. The Griffins throw up a little mid-range jumper that won't go. Great rebound there by Brady McKinnon. Pass the ball up, gets it out to Caden Skinner, and then Griffin Scott with the shot that won't go.
They have 0.8 left. They could potentially get a shot off here. It'll have to be instantly catch and shoot.
So we'll see what they pull out. Oh, wow. Maybe a little defensive sub here, getting number 9 in the game, Braylon Giro, for this last 0.8 seconds. So let's see, they get the ball in, he gets the shot up, and it won't go.
No, and that was a smart sub there. They wanted to have a guy that can play good, tight defense, but also they don't want to risk McFarland picking up his 3rd foul.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. So we're going to have about a minute break, and the 2 teams will discuss their game plan. And then we'll be right back with the second quarter. So, some of these players are off to a great start right now. Caden Skinner is expected is playing great. He has almost half of CEC's points, maybe just under. He's been hitting some big threes. Same with point guard number 20, Griffin Scott. This team is really set up for the future. They've got a lot of their starting players are only in grade 11. And so we'll see what happens next season. They'll be back for sure, maybe even stronger.
For sure, it will be interesting. These teams will be a battle, I would say, for at least the next 2 years as they both compete in the same region, the Northumberland region. North Nova definitely losing more senior 5, and they are big, but they are set up with 2 of their starters, their grade 10, number 3, James McKay, along with their number 14, Noah Bowden, with some other solid young players off the bench. This will be at least a good competition for the next 3 years, going back and forth for who may win the banner, and it could be back and forth next couple years.
So the Griffins will start with the ball at half court. It'll be number 11, Brody Bonvie, passing the ball in. And they'll get it into Neil McFarland, who will bring the ball up across half court. Good ball movement here by the Griffins. Oh, great screen there by number 2, Nathan Fast. And
Bonvie bangs another.
Wow, Bonvie is just unstoppable right now. He is shooting the lights out.
He really is, being a big-time scorer and the main guy for this North Nova team so far.
Oh, good defense there by CEC.
Yep,
by the Griffins against CEC. They get the ball to Skinner, who just misses that mid-range jumper off the back of the rim.
Great rebound there by Fast as Haddad takes it up. He's looking to get something going, try and get this back to at least a tie game.
El Haddad goes in strong, and he hits the layup.
He does. That'll tie it up at 29 apiece. CEC calling a quick timeout under a minute into the quarter, 29-29.
Yeah, no, we have a good game now. North Nova came back and has tied the game, so we'll see how it goes for the rest of this second quarter. A lot of great players playing well, especially Brody Bonvie for the Griffins and Caden Skinner for CEC.
No, for sure. They're both having very good players, mainly relying. And there's some guys that just haven't gotten quite going yet that I'm assuming will start get going. Man, looking at North Nova, Giorgio El Haddad, I believe, is leading them in scoring. He has not done too much. We could see him start to pick it up, along with James McKay, another one of their top scorers. And for CEC, we haven't seen much of Dalrymple yet. He hit that shot. He hit a nice midi early and has not done a ton offensively since.
Yeah, I'd also like to see Jesse Dalrymple get going. He's been the second leading scorer for CEC this season, averaging 14.5 points per game. So he's been playing really well. I'd look to see him pick it up for the second quarter. And as they bring the ball back in, CEC will have it. It'll be number 11, Brady McKinnon, passing it into the point guard, Griffin Scott.
And as we can see now, North Nova is trying to, they haven't yet. They're trying to run a full court man press against CEC as Griffin Scott seems to just get through it pretty quickly.
And a good switch there by Bonvie. Now we have number 10 with the ball, Jonah Whitehead.
Skinner just off the mark with that three-pointer. As
Fat down there, up to Bonvie, who hits the wide open layup on the fast break. He will be everywhere this game, and I think you'll be hearing his name a lot.
100%.
Oh, and then Skinner tries to pass the ball to Braden Doran, who just loses it off his hand out of bounds.
Dalrymple subbing back in. He's out for a little bit, trying to get him back in, get him back involved in this game. They also seem to be running a full court or a half court pressure almost on the ball handler. Just a very aggressive man right now for the Cougars.
Oh, and Bonvie just loses the ball. Oh, and it's deflected out of bounds by El Haddad.
Great defense there by Skinner, forcing Bonvie to turn the ball over, and then Haddad right away just picking his man up and not letting them get a fast break bucket.
And Dalrymple passes the ball off to number 10, Jonah Whitehead, who gets the ball to Skinner. Skinner drives it in towards the paint. Oh, and a great effort there, but just comes up short on the layup. And El Haddad on the other end. Oh, what a block by number 6, Braden Doran. But El Haddad recovers and manages to finish.
Got a great rebound, and then even under the backboard, he's like, all right, I'm going to finish this. just a little right-handed little scoop shot right in the rim.
And a great little floater there by number 11, Brady McKinnon.
Bonvie will take the ball up for the Griffins. They're leading by 2 and hoping to extend that lead. It's been a very back-and-forth game up until this point.
Oh, great screen there. Good drive by number 4. Oh, and he just misses the layup. And the CEC comes down with the rebound. And a travel by number 10, Jonah Whitehead. Just couldn't get his feet set. And we'll have a sub here. Subbing into the game for CEC is number 13, Thomas Green. And for the Griffins, number 3, James McKay.
Oh, for sure. And we'll see McKay right away taking the ball up. He was looking to see kind of what to do. Kind of looking. I think he was hoping to give it back there to Bonvie. Just kept letting him do his thing.
And they get the ball back to Bonvie with the reverse layup, and he's fouled. So he'll be being sent to the free throw line. Let's see if he can hit these. Also, one player I've been keeping an eye on this quarter so far, Nathan Fass. He's been doing a great job doing all the little things. He's been playing great defense, and if you see him out there, he's setting a whole lot of screens, which is getting a whole lot of offense going for this Griffins team.
I 100% agree. That's most of their bigs. Their bigs aren't overly refined since we saw yesterday and today. They aren't the main part of their offense between Fast, McGregor, and Bowden, but what they all have in common is when they're on the court, they're going to do the little stuff. They're going to hustle. They're going to rebound. They're going to do exactly what you want from a big that is not your star offensive player. And
the ball goes off the hand of Fast when he's trying to get the rebound there. So CEC will pass the ball in, and now they're bringing a full court press against the CEC offense, so they're really trying to slow them down. Let's see how they get the ball in. They do get the ball in to Skinner, who goes right to the net and then tries to pass it to Green. It gets broken up.
Okay, looking to see what the defense will give him. Not much, so pass it to Haddad.
And he just powers in, but it's blocked by Skinner. And we have number 10, Jonah Whitehead, all the way, and he gets it, going coast to coast off that block for the 2 points.
For sure. And we're talking about Skinner's offense and how great offensively he is. That is his 3rd or 4th block of the game. He's being a great rim protector against Haddad or Bonvie, whoever he's guarding.
Yeah, Griffin is really Skinner is really an all-around great player. He's the leading scorer on the team. To go with that, he's also averaging 7.5 rebounds per game and a block and a steal. So he just does everything you need. And a deep 3 there that's way off by number 5, Jesse Dalrymple. But they managed to get the rebound and put it back in. And then a steal and the block. So number 11, Brady McKinnon with a great steal off the inbounds pass, and he'll be sent to the free throw line rewarded for this.
It's a bad foul. That was on number 4, Neil McFarland.
Subbing in now for the Griffins, we'll have number 6, Liam McPherson, as well as number 14, Noah Bowden.
Trying to get in some different guys, get some different looks, also get McFarland off the court. The North Nova Griffins have done a great job not fouling, but Neil has all 3 already, which you got to be careful at this point in the game.
See, number 10 for CEC, Jonah Whitehead's getting a little bit tired, grabbing a little drink of water on the sidelines while his teammate shoots these free throws.
No, for sure. And what I've seen those is CEC runs pretty heavy with their guys. They'll go 7, maybe 8 deep, but for the most part, they're going to stick with their starters. They're going to stick with the guys that they know can win them games.
And McKinnon hits both of those free throws. As the Griffins bring it up across half court. Get the ball into Bonview, passes it to El Haddad. El Haddad being closely guarded by Jonah Whitehead. And a great bucket there by number 6, Liam McPherson, who was just subbed into the game. Instant offense.
It's a great
little miscommunication there. They get the ball to Skinner, who hits the long 2.
That was a great job there. Skinner really making a big impact both ends of the court here for the CEC Cougars.
Yeah. Oh, great pass by Bonvie, but then it's blocked.
Great rim protection there by Dalrymple. Although he's probably a shooting guard, still protecting the rim.
And Skinner again with the 3. And the Griffins call a timeout. They need to figure out a way to answer. And wow, CEC is fired up. The whole team going to crowd Skinner. What an exciting group of guys. How do you think the Griffins will be able to come out of the timeout and stop Skinner.
I think they'll have a good job coming out of the timeout. This is a team that has faced resilience and has a lot of close games over the course of the year, but I don't think they were expecting this. I did say they've had close games, which they have, but in the regional finals, I believe North Nova won by 20, and then they had a 4-point game in the regular season, but then they also had beaten the Cougars by 40 at one point in the year. So even though they have had close games at times, I don't think they are used to being down to this team, so it'll be interesting to see how they're going to deal with this adversary.
Yeah, down by 7 right now. CEC leads 43-36. So we'll see if they can pick it up coming out of the timeout.
For sure. And I also want to mention, for CEC, Skinner knocked down the triple and has done that all game. That was a great anticipation by McKinnon. He caught the ball at around the 45, started dribbling in. He drew the defense toward him and then passed it out to Skinner for an open three-pointer. Just unselfish basketball, making easy shots.
We'll see what head coach Robbie McGregor for North Nova Griffins has come up with and talked to his team about during this timeout, and we'll see if they can get some offense.
Sure. Von B's taking up the basketball, looking to get something going for the Griffins.
A little screen there by El Haddad. Passing the ball. He's being closely guarded by Skinner. What a great matchup, El Haddad and Skinner. And he just powers through into the paint and then throws it right to the defense. Skinner has the ball. Great pass to number 10, who goes right up, and he misses the layup, but he's fouled. So he'll be being sent to the line. That is Jonah Whitehead.
Yep. Liam first makes up the foul there for the Griffins. Still only one, so no concern for him whatsoever. Really nobody overly in foul trouble. Both teams have been very clean. Unlike the last game where Horton had fouled heavily, and even some of the review guys got in foul trouble. Both teams are making sure that they stay clean from getting in foul trouble.
Okay, let's see if Whitehead can knock down the second shot here. And he goes 0 for 2 at the line. El Haddad with the rebound. Bonvie brings it up across half court with Skinner guarding him. He goes right at Skinner and goes right to the basket for the and one. That is a great answer there by Bonvie, going right at the opposite team's best player and taking him for a foul and a bucket.
That was a great take by Bonvie overall.
That is just the first foul of the game for Skinner. Oh, what a great shot there by number 3, James McKay for the Griffins.
Dalrymple looking to get something going. McKinnon. Green catches it in the high post, looking to go to work.
Green and Thomas Green is fouled, so he'll be sent to the free throw line. Let's see if the big man can hit his free throws here and put CEC up by 5 points with 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the half.
El Haddad was one who picked up the one there for the Griffins. Once again, only his first, so he's doing fairly well.
And the first free throw just bounces off the back of the rim. And he can't get either of them to go either. Wow, what a big rebound there by number 14, Noah Bowden, over the 2 CEC players. El Haddad now with the ball. He goes right into the paint. Oh, great cut there by Bonvie, but it's broken up by Skinner.
Yeah, Skinner's a little bit too lengthy there to make that pass. He has the length to get that pass, even if he was a little bit behind.
And Skinner with the 3, and it just rims out. But a great rebound by Green, who goes up strong, but airballs the layup.
McKay's taking out the ball for the Griffins, seeing what the defense will give him on the break. And Bowden wide open, just rattles in and out.
Okay, Skinner with the ball. Oh, nice little crossover there between 2 defenders. And a great pass, but it just bounces out. And then Green up again, but he can't hit the layup.
No, Green, he's getting bumped, but he is struggling to finish through any form of contact right now.
Green being one of the biggest players on the floor, too. He's going to get bumped a lot, and I think the refs won't call too many of those fouls just because he is so big and physical.
For sure. James McKay was the one there who sunk the triple for the Griffins, making this a tie game once again.
And Dalrymple bringing the ball up. Great little move with the pass out to Whitehead. And the steal
Haddad is bringing the ball up for the Griffins. Trying to see what his matchup Whitehead will give him.
And head coach Robbie McGregor is not happy there. He believes his players was fouled, and he is letting the referee know.
He is. CEC's going up with a little change. Number 20, Griffin Scott, is subbing back into the game, along with number 15, Kieran Giroux and Odwadi.
Okay, and we have a timeout here. So we'll see what these two coaches can get to their players. CEC called this timeout, so we'll have about a 50-second break in the basketball game while the players go over the game plan with their head coaches. Mark Roberts is the head coach for CEC, helped by his assistants Keegan Skinner and Jack Michaud.
No, I think kind of what they're going to be telling them right here for CEC would be just, we have to get back to what we were doing. We have to get back to the passing. We have to finish at the rim, because that was a big thing. They were hitting their threes kind of hit and miss over the course of the game so far, but they are finishing very consistently at the rim. They need to get back to finishing at the rim.
Yeah, so just 10 seconds left now in this timeout as you hear the buzzer, so the referees are ushering the players back onto the court. And CEC will start with the ball. It's all tied up here at 43-43 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the half. So the North Nova Griffins will start with the ball on the baseline with Bongi passing it in. And the ball's in. Number 3 running right to the basket, and he's fouled. That was James McKay. Good inbounds play there, and we will see McKay at the line. Let's see if he can hit his free throws.
Definitely the right idea. They're just trying to get him right in the motion, just get him right in and up. Ends up getting rewarded for it. We'll see if he hits it.
Yeah, these two teams are trying to get points on the board any way they can. So even if you can just get a shot up and get fouled, that's a great way to get possibly 2 points for your team. Oh, and the refs are making sure that all the players have their jerseys tucked in. Very important.
It is. They made that clear all weekend. They must be tucked in, and you must be able to tell that they are tucked in.
Yeah, we're not in the NBA here. No Kyrie Irving's playing with their untucked jerseys, so we're going to look nice professional here and make sure everything's all tucked in.
Oh, for
and
sure.
The Griffins bring the press, and Skinner has the ball. He brings up half court. He's going quick. Slows down around the three-point line, gets the ball to Griffin Scott. Griffin Scott being guarded by number 3, James McKay. Great little handoff there. Scott in the corner for the 3, and it just hits the front of the rim. Oh, good rebound there by CEC, they get the ball to Skinner, and back to Griffin Scott, and he can't hit the second either.
He typically hits those threes, but he's just got to keep shooting them. He will make them. He hits them at a fairly good clip.
And we have a foul here on blue, number 15, Kieran Giroux. That is his first foul of the game.
He made a good decision. He's the one that got that offensive rebound off the Scott miss, but then tried to go for the second, ended up fouling him instead.
Great pass and cut to Haddad, who just can't finish the layup. But he gets his own rebound off the back of the head of Giroux and puts it in.
For sure. Haddad having trouble finishing the first time around, but he's getting his offensive rebound and then sinking the second.
Oh,
one.
great pass by Scott to the wide open Giroux. Just great court vision and a little miscommunication on defense, leaving him wide open under the rim. Oh, and an illegal screen. That'll be on number 14, Noah Bowden. He just didn't have his feet fully set. We're going to be having some subs here now. Number 2, Nathan Fast will be heading into the game for number 14, Bowden, who just had that foul.
Griffin Scott looking to take up the ball for the Cougars with only a minute 40 left.
They get it into Skinner. Oh, Skinner with the little behind the back dribble. Fast tries to take a charge, but Skinner gets the ball to Scott for the 3.
And as I said, even though Scott missed those 2 attempts back-to-back there, he's got to keep shooting because he's a pretty high percentage shooter, and they are going to need those 3-pointers to win this game.
Yeah, having him being able to shoot the way he is really spacing out the floor as he picks up the foul on the other end, which will be his first foul of the game. And that will send number 6, Liam McPherson, to the line.
Yep. Also, although it is late, it also puts the North Nova Griffins in bonus. So everything from here on out, when they get fouled, it's just money. Should be free, 2 points.
There we go. He hits the first one, which ties up the game at 48-48. And he's able to walk away hitting both and takes the lead with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the half. They get the ball into Jonah Whitehead, who stops. They get the ball to Skinner, who pulls up for the 3, and he hits it. Another 3 for Caden Skinner. He is having a terrific first half of this basketball game.
He's coming up big, hitting a lot of 3-pointers. It's just he's been the offense for the most part for the CEC team.
Noah Fast setting another screen. Bonvi driving in. Pass the ball, gets it to El Haddad. El Haddad with a little pump fake there. Oh, and he gets elbowed in the face. And it's a travel. Little unintentional contact there by number 10, Jonah Whitehead, to the nose of El Haddad. And the Griffins will be calling a timeout with 47.5 seconds left in this. With only 47 seconds left, what do you think the coach would like to talk to his players about during this timeout?
I think ideally for North Nova, they are going to have to think this through. I think to start, they're going to try and get a quick turnover so they can flip the script. With 47, if you have the ball, you can go a quick 2-for-1, score, make them take a while, and then score again. So I think they're going to try and force that turnover right away. And if they can't get that turnover, then they're going to be, all right, we can't get the turnover. Let's try and get them to waste a lot of time so we can get the last shot.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see if they try and go for the quick 2-for-1 here, CEC, after having the ball after the turnover. I'm always of the opinion that I would rather 1 good shot than 2 quick shots on the 2-for-1 possessions, but we will see what happens. Okay, and the refs are bringing the players back onto the floor now. Okay, and it'll be number 11, Brady McKinnon, passing the ball in. The Griffins will bring their full court press. And he's having trouble. He can't get it in.
Has to throw it.
And they steal the ball. Noah Fast with the steal.
Oh.
And the charge. Wow, the offensive foul on Noah Fast. What a play by number 11, Brady McKinnon, taking that charge there.
And I think he was going to be good there. That wasn't going to get called, but then he extended the arm at the last second before turning around. And once you clearly extend that arm and he falls, you are getting the foul call every time.
But another steal. This time El Haddad needs a little crossover, drives right in, and misses the layup. He tried to get it in, just the rim. And kids, if you're listening at home, the backboard is your best friend on those layups. If he went for the backboard, he would have hit that. Bonvi with the rebound. 27 seconds left in the half. Noah Fast with the screen. Bonvi waves it off. He doesn't need it. He gets the ball out to number 6, Liam McPherson, who gets the ball down low to El Haddad. And the little step back and air ball. Didn't hit anything. Noah Fast tries to save it. It goes right to Skinner and then off his foot. 9 seconds left in this half. North Nova's down by 2. Number 6 is subbing into the game, Braden Doran, and Thomas Green will be coming out.
And the Griffins also sub back in number 4, Neil McFarland. We haven't seen him since the early second. He picked up that foul.
The ball, they get it in quick, and what a layup by number 4, Neil McFarland.
Wow, great take.
Great play with 9 seconds left. They get the ball to Skinner, who shoots at the buzzer. And
good!
Wow.
What a shot by Skinner.
Ends the half with a big 3-point shot to break the tie and put the CEC up 54-51.
So it has been a back and forth endeavor. We now got to wait 10 minutes and see how the rest of this game will turn out.
We'll be back after halftime.
Nice. That was a nice shot. Isn't a weird amount of buzzer beaters this weekend? It's like
And welcome back to this game between North Nova Griffins and CEC Cougars. We had a great first half with CEC leading 54-51. Leading the way for CEC, as expected, number 8, Caden Skinner, with a huge 17 points on 5 3-pointers. If he's hitting 5 3-point shots in the first half, I can't wait to see what he does in the second. And for North Nova, their leading scorer so far has been Brody Bondy with 18 points and Liam McPherson with 11. So let's see what these two teams have in store for us as Cobequid has the ball to pass it in. And they get the ball into Jonah Whitehead, who passes it out to Skinner. And just like that, another 3. He has been unstoppable. That is 6 3-pointers already. And North Nova just doesn't have an answer for him.
There hasn't been much consistency in the game. It's been so back and forth, but one thing that's been consistent is that if Skinner's open, he's going to hit a 3.
And there's Al Haddad trying to long 3 of his own, and it's an air ball. He hits his own player, and then it goes out of bounds. So CEC will pass the ball in, being guarded with a full court press right now, but they do get the ball into number 10, Jonah Whitehead.
Oh, Brady barely caught it. Dalrymple threw it, but McKinnon was not looking. Back to Dalrymple, looking for a screen, it appears like, or something.
Okay, they get the ball to Green. Green's looking to get big in the post. Oh, he passed it off. And, great rebound there by McKinnon. And he misses it, and it goes out of bounds. It will be...
Foul was called there.
Oh, it's a foul.
So on CEC's number 13, Thomas Green. I believe that is his second personal foul of the game. So got to be a little bit careful, but not in terrible concern of fouling out yet.
Okay, and CEC's number 4 brings the ball up. Being guarded by McKinnon. They get the ball to Al Haddad. Or Bonvie, sorry. Being guarded by Skinner, and he misses the pull-up jumper. Oh, but a foul there. It's going to be on Green again, picking up a quick 2 fouls, 13.
He's got to be very careful because although he isn't doing a lot for them offensively, he's a big body in the paint on defense and good rebounder, along with they do not have a ton of size. They're definitely a smaller team as Skinner does not play interior.
And a great 3 there by Neil McFarland.
Good to see him back in the game. In some foul trouble early with 3 fouls, but now it's the second half. Not as bad to have 3 fouls at this point in the game.
McKinnon dribbling up around half court with Bonvie guarding him. Nice little crossover. He takes it right to the paint. Oh, great little pass there. And they get the ball to Green, who lays it up and in, just bouncing it off the front of the rim.
That's good because he did have some struggles finishing in the first half, so to see him already having a bucket this early is very good for the CEC Cougars team.
Okay, pass the ball off to Bonvie, who dribbles the ball in right at Skinner. Pass it back to who misses the shot off the front of the rim.
McFarland was a little bit short there. And then McKay rebounded and was once again short. Whitehead wide open on his way to the rim.
Oh, and fouled by Bonvie, who's going up for the block.
Yeah.
Great take there by number 10, Jonah Whitehead, who had a slow first half, only 2 points, but I think he'll pick it back up. He's another one of those players that the stat sheet might not show everything he's doing. He's been playing great defense. He's passing the ball around. He's just making the right basketball plays. So let's see if he can get rewarded with 2 points here. And the first shot goes off the back of the rim. And the second shot here goes up, and he manages to hit the second. So he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And James McKay bringing the ball up past half court. Great screen there by Fast. Oh, what a hustle by Fast, diving onto the ball for that loose ball, and they call a jump ball.
Okay. Quick subs for both teams. Number 14, Noah Bowden subbing back in for the Griffins. Started the game, but did not start the second half. On with number 15, Kieran Giro in for the Cougars for Thomas Green. Farland's taking the ball up. Looking to create some separation for a shot.
Dribbles it off the foot of a CEC player. The ball goes to Whitehead. Whitehead goes right into the paint, gets the ball to Skinner, who has a great pass to Jesse Dalrymple. And the ball bounces around, goes right back to Whitehead, and he's heading right back to the free throw line.
Yeah, and Dalrymple's been a little bit off today. It's not constant for him to miss this many. He typically would have had 1 or 2 by now. But that's Bonvie picking up 2 quick ones to start this half. He was clean the whole first half, and now that's already 2. He's got to be careful.
And that one just goes a little left, hits off the side of the rim. We'll see if he can hit the second one. And there you go, 1 for 2 again. So he's up to 2 points in this first half, or in the second half.
Great pass there by McKay, but Bonvie, it got tipped a little bit on the way, and when it hit Bonvie in the hands, it just hit him on the fingertips, so he wasn't able to hold on to it.
Okay, Brady McKinnon will be inbounding the pass, and he does get it into Jesse Dalrymple. Dalrymple, he tries to pass it between the legs, but it hits off the foot of the North Nova player, and he will pass the ball inside out of bounds. Okay, so they do get the ball in there to Jonah Whitehead. Back to Dalrymple, back to Whitehead. Get the ball to McKinnon. Great little pull-up jumper there. Oh, great rebound by Guerra, but just misses it wide.
Yeah, Bowden pulled it down, and North Nova's currently swinging the ball around, seeing what will happen. Bonvie crossed him as a defender. Great take to the rim by him.
And then CEC wasted no time getting it back into McKinnon, who dribbles the ball up past half court. Gets the ball back to Jonah Whitehead, who gets blocked. What a great block by El Haddad.
Ends up being CEC basketball. Most of the North Nova guys did not seem happy with that call. They thought that it was their ball.
There we go, back to Skinner, wide open, and that 3 is just wide right. I guess he is human after all.
It's been a weird sight this game. He has not missed many of his 3-point attempts this game, and it looks like he just picked up a foul. It was actually called on 15.
That will be Kieran Guerra's second foul of the game. And the first shot for Bonvie just unlucky. Rolls out of the rim. Let's see if he can hit this second one and bring it back down to just a 4-point game. And there we go. So he misses the first and hits the second. They get the ball to Skinner. Skinner's going to bring it up across half court. A great pass there to Dalrymple. And Skinner comes in. What a screen by Skinner, just doing it all. Dalrymple out to the corner to number 11, McKinnon, who just misses that off the rim. Great rebound there by number 14, Noah Bowden, for North Nova. And he gets the ball, and just out of bounds. Number 11, Brody Bonvie, just lost control of the ball underneath the rim. And he took a hard fall there, seems to limp a little bit, getting back up, but he's back on his feet, he's running, and he's looking all right.
Right down, but taking up the ball, still trying to get going. As Skinner once again.
And, just rims out, but a great rebound by Whitehead. Gets the ball to McKinnon. And a travel before the shot. That's too bad. That was a nice looking layup there.
It was a good finish, but took 1 too many steps. Number 20, Griffin Scott, is setting back in for the Cougars.
Yeah, Griffin Scott had a good first half. He went 2 for 4 from 3 to have 6 points, shooting 50% right now. That's a pretty good start from your 6-man off the bench. And wow, what a great layup there. James McKay just took it right to the basket. Nobody was stopping him.
That was a great take there by McFarland. Even though he does have the 3 fouls, he's just making sure that it does not affect his play. Still being aggressive, attacking the rim.
Now Scott just doing it all, runs into the bleachers and gets the ball that rolled back there. They get the ball inbounded. It goes back to Griffin Scott, who brings it up across half court. And a great pass there to Whitehead, and then sets a screen, but almost stolen by number 3, Nathan Fast. They get the ball back to Griffin Scott, who posts up a 3 and right off the front of the rim.
Currently, Cougars are struggling to hit their three-point attempts as McKay with the and one.
That was a good take there. Griffin Scott just left his feet there on that play, so he picks up his 3rd foul of the game. He is not a player that you want to have in foul trouble, and having 3 fouls already, only 5 minutes into the second half. It'll be interesting to see how his minutes are managed the rest of the game.
It will be, and that now gives the North Nova Griffins a lead again. This really has been a back and forth endeavor. No team has kept the lead for that long. Really, no consistently on who's up, who's down.
Okay, and the ball is inbounded into Dalrymple. Back to Scott. Pass it off to Whitehead, sets a little screen. Back to Dalrymple for the deep 3, and it just hits the corner of the rim.
He's trying not to let that shot fade him, but it's just the shot has been a little bit off for him today. Yesterday,
now with the ball being guarded by Whitehead, goes hard to the bucket, but misses. Rebounded by Garrow. Oh, almost stolen. Oh, it is stolen by number 3, James McKay. McKay's just been everywhere today.
McFarland makes another. I believe it's his third 3 of the game.
Griffin Scott with the ball. Pass it back to Whitehead. Sets another little screen. So the ball looked to me like a little travel there, but he doesn't get called for it. They get the ball to Skinner. Back to Dalrymple for the deep 3. Oh, and off the back of the rim. And Al-Haddad brings it up past half. He's driving hard into the paint, and he turns it over to Skinner. Skinner gets it up to Griffin, who's going all the way and hits the layup with the left hand.
That was a great decision by Scott. He saw that Noah was right behind him, so he cut him off, went in front of him, and then went to the rim. So it's either you're fouling me or you're giving me this wide open.
And then Scott, little pull-up jumper, and he hits it.
And that's why he cannot be in foul trouble. He can do that. Quick 4 points to tie this back up once again.
What a great couple plays in a row by Griffin Scott. Great screen there. Oh, and a wide open James McKay under the rim. Wow, little miscommunication on defense there, leaving him wide open. Hopefully that won't happen again.
Over 9. That was a great pass by Bonvie. Noticed that he was open and just hit him with a wide open.
Another turnover there. McKay with the ball. Filling it up at the 3-point line. Goes hard on Whitehead, and he's fouled.
That foul is on Whitehead. As we are getting subs for both the Griffins and for the Cougars. Number 6, Lane McPherson, subbing in for the Griffins, while number 13, Thomas Green, and number 6, Braden Doran, sub in for the Cougars.
Yeah, so McKay will be shoot 2 free throws, and he hits the first. And he hits them both, so he goes 2 for 2 at the line, making the score up to a 4-point lead for North Nova, 69-65 with 2.5 minutes to go left in the third quarter. Oh, and Skinner with another 3-point shot, but he misses again after hitting 5 threes in the first half. He's now only 1 for 4 in the second. So we'll see if he can get back to following up from his hot start. Al-Haddad hard in the paint, but misses the layup.
But as you're talking on the Cougars misses, they have to start hitting from 3 again. They have had a very rough quarter. I believe they've only hit 1 3 this quarter. They need to get back to hitting them if they're going to win this game.
There we go, another little elbow jumper there from Griffin Scott. He's really putting his mark on this first quarter in the second half.
Sure. And he's a guy that'll be back next year. So even though he's a 6-man this year, he will be a giant piece and probably starting next year.
Wow, and then Bonvie misses the layup. Point blank at the rim. Oh, but then a turnover. Bonvie gets the steal. So he motions for his team to slow down as he brings the ball across half, being guarded by Skinner. Now he passes the ball off to James McKay, who drives in, little spin move, and a turnover. His feet left the ground, he had nowhere to go. Oh, and Skinner just loses control of the ball as he's driving. Would have had a wide open layup there.
Both teams being a little bit careless last few possessions as McPherson's trying to take it to the rim.
And as number 6, Liam McPherson, goes up for the shot, he was fouled by number 8. So that'll be the first foul on Caden Skinner.
Well, also with the Griffins in bonus. Bit of a foul difference this quarter, 5-2.
Sorry, that'll actually be Skinner's second foul of the game. It's a little sloppy 3 minutes here. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a timeout from one of the coaches, but they're really just letting their players play. They have trust in them, and it's paying off right now for North Nova, who goes back up 3.
Darren's shaking up the ball, seeing what he can create, as both teams are getting pretty loud right now.
Oh,
Green.
Great pass. Thomas Green wide open. There you go. Big chance for Thomas Green to tie the game here at the free throw line.
Great decision there by Skinner too. Saw the guy was closing out and saw that Thomas Green was wide open by himself in the paint. Just hit a little, caught it, instant right back into Green, and Green is able to convert to make this a tie game once again.
Yeah, big defensive breakdown there by the Griffins. Let's see how they respond on offense. With McKay bringing the ball up past half court. Being guarded by Whitehead, passes off to Al Haddad. Then Noah Fast comes with the screen. Al Haddad goes right to the basket, and he gets the and one on the other end. And number 6, Braden Doran with the foul. Oh, they actually called it, oh yeah, on number 6, his first foul of the game.
Free throw is just off the mark. Green rebounded it, but was looking for a guard to take it up.
Dalrymple brings the ball up past half, gets it to Skinner. He passes it to Whitehead, back to Skinner, back to Dalrymple. Dalrymple drives in, Skinner for the 3, and he misses it again. Wow. Skinner has just been ice cold this second half. I wonder what happened at halftime. He's going to need to have a little pep talk with his coaches at the end of this quarter in 27 seconds. And then McKay brings his team back up 4.
That was a great take there by McFarland, just taking it in and floating that right in.
17 seconds left in this quarter. Shot clock is turned off, and Dalrymple has the ball in his hands up by half court, being guarded by McKay. 8 seconds left. This is the ball off to Doran. Back to Dalrymple for the 3.
Bang!
Hits it with 2 seconds left, and time runs out. So we have a 1-point game, 74-73 for North Nova as we go into the 4th and final quarter of this back and forth basketball game. Wow, this has been a really entertaining game so far. All of these players are playing hard. And what do you think the coaches have to say to their players going into this 4th quarter?
It's hard to say. For North Nova, they had a very good end, or they didn't have the great end there, but they have been doing the right things. I would say specifically they got to make sure that they are not collapsing on defense and giving North Nova those open passes or open looks once they pass it around. For CEC, it's the same thing, but also they have to start hitting the threes again. They had a great start on three-pointers. Skinner going probably 5 for 6, 5 for 7 in the first half. That was extremely big, and this half, only 2 3-pointers, I think, on probably 12 or 15 attempts. They're going to need to be more consistent than that.
Yeah, no, they have not been playing as well as they did in the first half. Hopefully Skinner can figure out some way to heat up in the 4th quarter because his team is going to need him. He was instrumental in them leading to end the first half of basketball. So let's see how he can come back in this very important last 10 minutes of play.
See mainly the same look coming out for the Griffins, except this time number 8, Tanner McGregor, is coming back in. First time he's been in since the first quarter, along with number 3, James McKay, also getting back in once again.
Okay, and here comes CEC onto the court. Of course, being led by Skinner, who I don't think has sat for a single minute of this game yet. He's been playing his heart out. Let's just hope his shots start to fall. He's getting a lot of wide open ones. They're just not going through the hoop.
For sure, and if he did sit, it wasn't for long. They need him out there right now.
Whitehead with the ball, gets it to Dalrymple for the open three, and he missed it. Dalrymple just hit the last three of the last quarter, but he wasn't able to convert on that one.
Bonvie's taking up the ball for the Griffins, seeing what this offense can produce. Good tip there by Dalrymple, still Griffins' ball.
And it'll be number 3, McKay, passing the ball in for the Griffins. And he'll get the ball into Al Haddad, being guarded by Whitehead. Bonvie now with the ball, going right at Skinner, back to Al Haddad.
Haddad trying to go to work in the post.
And
Cannot
he
get
can't
it
hit.
yet.
Green with another rebound. Gets the ball to Skinner. Skinner will bring it across half, but he's being closely guarded by McFarland. He passes the ball off to number 11, Brady McKinnon.
Oh. Great block there by McGregor, stopping the floater there as Bonvie now takes it up for the Griffins. And a quick pull-up that is off.
And that rolls out of bounds. So, Brady McKinnon will pass the ball in to Dalrymple. McKinnon had a great first half, hitting lots of layups, had 15 points. Let's see who he can do in this last quarter. They get the ball to Whitehead, back to Skinner. Skinner back to Whitehead, dribbles into El Haddad, gets the ball to Green, who just comes up short on the front of the rim on that layup.
And you got to get those to fall when you're only trailing by 1. Bonvie's now sizing up Green, trying to see what he'll give him. Passes it over to El Haddad. Not seeing much. They're trying to set up their offense. Bonvie just a little bit off as McKinnon grabs the board.
Skinner will bring it up across half. Oh, great pass by Skinner. Gets it to Dalrymple. Dalrymple drives right in through the defenders, but can't hit the layup. Green with another big rebound, and he converts. Great putback.
Green had a rough start to the game, but since the second half has started, 2 for 3 on layups. Not a ton of shots, but a pretty solid efficiency.
Oh, and then he gets the foul. Now he's going to have to be careful, Green, because that is his 4th foul of the game. So one more foul in the last 8 minutes, and he will be out. And it looks like they might be subbing him out right now. And they are. Number 6, Braden Doran, will be coming in for Green. So he'll have a little bit of rest, and then hopefully when he comes back in, he can play a little bit cleaner and not have to leave the game. His team really needs him for this last little bit. And Bonvie misses the first free throw. Let's see if he can hit the second. And he goes 0 for 2. Wow, his team really could have used one of those.
That's a rare thing. You don't see him go 0 for 2 much. Skinner's trying to size it up, and
almost stolen. There we go. Oh, Whitehead almost steals it back, and they're going to call a foul. So that should be the 3rd foul on Whitehead. It is. So he still has a little bit of wiggle room for the last 7 minutes and 41 seconds of this game. But he's another very important player that you don't want being in foul trouble.
For sure, you definitely don't want him out for long periods of time. Haddad trying to go to work and off again. He cannot get anything to fall at the rim this game. Dalrymple trying to size it up, trying to figure it out.
Great pass to Skinner, who misses again. Wow.
North Nova not happy with the call and ended up getting swapped from CEC to North Nova basketball.
Hey, so CEC has pulled back their press now. The players might be getting a little bit tired, trying to rest them up a little bit. As Bonvie drives in, passes it to Al Haddad, being guarded by Whitehead. Al Haddad goes right to the bucket and scores the layup to take the lead, 76-75.
That was a big take. At this point, every bucket counts. Even free throw, anything counts. In a game this close, with only 7 minutes left in the game.
McKinnon with the ball right now. Gets it to Dalrymple. Dalrymple with the three, and he misses it. Right off the side of the backboard.
He has struggled. He's really struggled with his shot today. Only 2 3-pointers on a lot of attempts. Hopefully he will be able to hit a couple down the stretch for the Cougars.
Yeah, Al Haddad gets the ball to James McKay, who drives in, and he travels. He lost the ball there, got it stuck between his arm and his back. And we'll have a sub now, number 14, Noah Bowden will be going in for number 8, Tanner McGregor.
Along with number 20, Griffin Scott, subbing back in for the Cougars as he begins to take up the basketball. Dalrymple seeing what he can do.
Oh, Dalrymple almost has it stolen. Great defense by James McKay on Dalrymple. They get the ball to Scott, who pass it to Whitehead. Whitehead goes in strong, and he hits the layup.
That was a great take there by Whitehead, going through a little bit of contact, working his way through the defense. Now McFarland will take up the ball for the Griffins.
What a great half so far for Whitehead. Oh, and McKay with a great pass to Bowden, but he just loses it.
Skinner ended up stealing the ball there, but then he ended up also stepping out of bounds after Bowden started pressing up a little bit on him. North Nova retains possession with 14 on the clock. McFarland seeing what he can get. Not a lot of time on the shot clock. They got to get something up.
Al Haddad gets him off his feet and foul. That will be the 4th foul on Whitehead. So that is now one of their best defensive players in serious foul trouble for the last 6 minutes of this game. We have just under 6 minutes remaining, 5 minutes and 59 seconds, with 4 fouls on Whitehead and 4 fouls on Thomas Green for the Cobequid Cougars.
And it's the same.
With that, they will be having number 15, Kieran Garrow, come up to the table, getting ready to sub in. He'll sub in, I assume, if Al Haddad hits this free throw. And he does. So we'll be having Garrow and number 6, Liam McPherson, subbing into this basketball game now. And Whitehead will sub out with those 4 fouls. They'll need him for the last couple minutes of this game with a tied at 77.
Well, I think that's the right idea. For Green and Whitehead, get them out for 2 or 3 minutes and then get them back in this back and forth game, because you're going to want them in the game at the very end.
Oh, what a steal there by McKay. He goes, would pass it off to McFarland, who scores to take the lead 79-77.
Great finish there by McFarland.
Griffin Scott now bringing up the ball past half court, pass it off to Dalrymple. Dalrymple being closely guarded. Gets it off in the corner to Skinner, who finally hits another 3. Skinner really needed to see that, and hopefully that'll help his confidence seeing the basket go through the net, and he'll start playing like himself for the last 5 minutes of this basketball game.
For sure, Skinner had a little bit of a rough part. He had 5, probably only missed 1 or 2, probably 5 or 7 first half, a much worse or a much more hard second half, but still second 3-pointer, and he hopes to hit a couple more before this game is over.
Yeah, deep 3 there by McFarland that rimmed out. Skinner gets the ball back. He drives into the paint, goes right up for the layup. Oh, that was a rough foul there, no call. Dalrymple with the shot, can't hit it. Garrow with the rebound, and he puts it back in.
It's a big play. Griffins now call timeout after that, giving the CEC Cougars a 3-point lead, I believe.
It's starting to get loud here in the stadium now. The Cougars seem to have a big cheering section, and it is a entertaining basketball game. 3-point game with just under 5 minutes left to go. This is going to be an exciting finish.
For sure, and I would say this is definitely the closest and most intense game we have seen these provincials so far. And one thing I would like to mention that isn't involved with the players or coaching style that could be an impact is the fans. You can see the CEC fan base. They're getting loud. They're getting proud. They are happy for their players. They're screaming, while the North Nova appear to be a little bit more quiet.
Yeah, the Cougars, I think I heard a tambourine somewhere over there, maybe a bell. These fans came into Halifax to represent their team, and it is great to see.
It is. We'll have to see. What do you think North Nova is saying to their players right now, down 3?
I think they're saying they got to pick up the defense a little bit and just stay calm. In these big moments, it seems like everybody kind of wants to be the guy that wins the game for their team. So you have to remember that this is a team sport. We don't want any egos on the floor. So just make sure that you're looking for good shots. You're not trying to force anything. There's still lots of time left in this game.
McFarland will be taking the ball up currently for the Griffins. Let's see what he can get. The winner of this game, I should mention, will be going to the bronze semi, so the loser will take on Riverview High School in the placement game. McFarland's three was off, but he rebounded his shot.
Oh, and a foul there.
That is a great
foul on number 20, Griffin Scott. That is his 4th foul of the game. So now they have 3 players in serious foul trouble for this. And number 3, James McKay, will get to shoot 3 free throws on this, and that could be huge. If he hits these, he could tie the game up for his team.
For sure. I would assume Griffin Scott will not be going back out of the game, though, where they have 3 of their top guys with 4. You don't want to bench all 3 of them at the same time, so I think they're going to leave him out there for a little bit longer and just hope he doesn't pick up that 5th foul.
I agree. I think you need to keep Scott in. At least hopefully you can get another – ideally you can get another 4 minutes out of him and end the game, but you'd like to at least think you get 3 minutes of strong play from him. Hopefully he doesn't pick up another foul. And if he does, it could have a big effect for this team on offense. He's been great.
It really could. And another decision they're going to have to make is when is the time to bring in Dalrymple in, or bring back in Green and bring back in Whitehead. Is there clear players you want them in, but when is the right time to make sure they will not pick up that last foul in a game where this could very well be overtime?
And Skinner gets the ball, passes it to Scott. Scott drives in, throws up the mid-range right off the front of the rim. And a big hustle there with bodies diving on the ground. It is called a jump ball. And it'll be white basketball.
A little bit of confusion right now. CEC thought it was their basketball, but it was in fact North Nova ball as McFarland takes up the ball for the Griffins.
And just off the backboard, rebound goes to Braden Doran. And Dalrymple brings it up past half. Oh, and he turns it over.
Great timing there on Bonvie. Saw the pass coming, just picked off the lane perfectly and got a quick 2 to give them the lead once again.
Okay, Dalrymple gets the ball to Doran. Doran loses dribble, pass it to Garrow, who almost turns the ball over, goes right to Dalrymple. 7 seconds left of the shot clock. Skinner in the corner, and it rims out.
That is just an unlucky miss there with 3 minutes left to go. It appears like Whitehead and Green are both going up to the table. The coaches are deciding, all right, you guys have to be careful, but now we need you back in this game.
And El Haddad with the turnaround shot that won't go. Rebound by Doran. He's had a couple big rebounds in the last few minutes. Almost turns the ball over, though, as McFarland comes up for the steal, and then does.
Bonvie having some big defensive plays down the stretch here.
Oh, and then a foul. The foul will be on number 6, Doran. So he will be going to the free throw line with a chance to put his team up 3.
Timeout is called by the CEC Griffins. Now that they trail 1 and Bonvie has gone to the line, they got to talk some things over. What do you think CEC is going to have to say to their players?
I think after a few bad turnovers, CEC is just going to have to tell their players to calm down, take a deep breath. There's no need to rush. There's a lot of time left in this game. You're only down by 1. We'll see if Bonvie hits his free throws, but you really just have to think. You got to make better passes. There's been too many turnovers on sloppy passes that don't need to be made. A lot of the times they're looking for the long pass. They're looking for a pass down the court. But you just need to be making quick, close, easy passes. A good pass is a pass that gets nice and cleanly from player to player. Even if it doesn't look the flashiest, even if it doesn't go the farthest, you don't want to be having these bad turnovers. And that was 2 turnovers in a row with steals by Bonvie, and he could have a chance to score 4 points in about the last 30 seconds just off these turnovers.
For sure, and they definitely, I think that's why they're kind of bringing in Green and Whitehead. Although they are not their main ball handlers, they are guys that know where to be and what position to be in to make sure that they don't. they know they have to move towards the ball and they can't wait for it, especially with Bonvie picking off the last couple passes.
So Bonvie goes to the line with 2 big free throws here.
This would be big. If he hits both, then they go up by 3 points. Even making one would be big, making sure that even if they hit a layup, it's still a tie game.
And he makes the first. Both teams looking to win this game. The winner goes on to the bronze medal game, where they will be playing Horton High, who was the winner of the last game. And Bonvie hits both, putting his team up by 3 points. And they will have a full court press here. They got to get the ball in. Oh, they just barely do. Get it into Whitehead. Whitehead is steaming down. Oh, and another turnover.
Steal. Oh, stolen right back though by Skinner.
Skinner gets the ball to Dalrymple. Dalrymple in the corner. Gets it to Whitehead. Whitehead drives back to Dalrymple for the 3. Oh, and just off the front of the rim.
Big rebound.
And a jump ball.
That's CEC basketball. North Nova just got the last jump ball.
So this will be big. And remember, you don't need a 3 here. There's still 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Any basket will help tremendously.
100%. Still plenty of time left on the clock. Biggest thing is, would a 3 be ideal? Yes, but would you just want a bucket? You want something here.
Yes, you just want a nice, good shot. Oh, McKinnon just misses at the rim there, and another jump ball, so this will be Griffin's ball.
It's actually called
a foul.
Foul was called on El Haddad. That's only his second, so not in foul trouble.
Wow.
But it puts on more time for the Cougars to get up another shot.
Lucky break there for the Cougars as they go into a stack on this inbounds play. And they turn it over on the inbounds. Dalrymple's been having some bad turnovers here in the fourth quarter.
Having a very rough game so far up to this point.
Yes.
As Bonvie starts to dribble it around.
CEC needs to stop here. Big 3 and off the front of the rim. Skinner with the rebound. Skinner slowing it down. He passes the ball to McKinnon, who gets the ball to Dalrymple. Big screen there by McKinnon. Dalrymple trying. Oh my goodness!
One.
He has turned over the ball again. I think that is 4 or 5 turnovers now for Dalrymple. Just in about the past 2 minutes, he has been hurting his team. And if I'm the coach, I'm thinking, do I make the difficult decision to sub off a guy who's normally one of my best players, but is not doing it for me right now?
It's definitely got to be a thought, I think, especially with Griffin Scott playing so well.
Oh, what a block by Skinner. And another stop. But Bonvie comes down with the rebound.
10 seconds left on the clock. McFarland's feeling out the defense, trying to get a good look.
The turnaround jumper, and he misses it. Skinner with the rebound. Bringing the ball up. A minute and 15 seconds left, down by 3.
CEC is at the point now where, all right, I'd kind of want a 3 here, to be honest.
Oh, but they get the 2. Dalrymple finally scores.
Plenty of time. A minute left on the clock. You're getting at least 2 shots.
Yes, CEC is looking for a big stop here. And then it's only a 1-point game. Wow, this is coming down to the wire.
Bonvie way downtown.
Deep 3, and he misses.
But
Whitehead with the big rebound. Okay, take your time here. You want a good shot.
No, they're going right at it.
Dalrymple goes right at it, and he hits the reverse for the lead. Wow, and a timeout by the Griffins. Dalrymple, after having some crucial turnovers, he scored 4 straight points with 2 baskets to take the lead for CEC.
I think Dalrymple may have heard us. They were saying maybe he has to come out, and then instantly he's like, nah, I'm going to get 4 quick ones to give us the lead.
Yeah, he was trying hard. This is a big turn of events here. North Nova will have to draw up an interesting play. It'll also be interesting to see how much time they take off the clock here. Do they go for a quick basket and then have the opportunity to get the ball back? Or if they take all 24 seconds on the shot clock, that gives CEC a chance to take the last shot. So it'll be very interesting to see how this game is managed by the coaches and the players. I can see right now head coach Robbie McGregor drawing up some plays on the whiteboard for his team so we can see if they can execute his vision and take the lead here.
For sure, and you're going to see, even after this game, I should mention, this is going to be it's a hard road even if you win because you aren't guaranteed into the bronze game. There is still bronze semis. So if you win this game, you still have to win 2 more to get a bronze medal. So it's a hard path for if you win, but definitely what they're hoping for is a win.
So the players are coming back onto the court with 44.9 seconds left.
There'll be 14 put on the clock. North Nova chose to advance. They want, in this way, with them advancing, they're guaranteed 2 shots. This is what they want.
Yes, so this is going to be number 4. McFarland inbounding the ball. Gets it into Al-Haddad. Al-Haddad going right at the basket. Double team, puts up the shot, he hits it!
Big shot.
He takes the shot, the lead with 39 seconds left. Skinner has the ball, 35 seconds. He dribbles it up behind the back, going right at Bonvie and Al-Haddad. Gets it to Dalrymple. Out to Whitehead. Whitehead goes in. Back out to McKinnon. Oh, mistake. Green is fouled. So Green will be sent to the foul line with 18.5 seconds left. Wow, these are the biggest free throws that he has shot probably to date in his career of playing basketball.
I would definitely say so. This could be the difference. North Nova crowd getting a little bit rowdy right now, trying to make some noise.
And he misses the first. Wow, so hopefully if he hits this shot, it'll be a tie game. And North Nova will have 18 seconds left to win. Let's see if he hits this. And he misses the both. But a violation on the shooter. Oh, that is the worst case scenario. So, and they call a timeout. So the Griffins will have a timeout here to execute their plan. They'll be able to advance the ball. I imagine that as soon as they get the ball in, that CEC will be coming for the foul to send them to the free throw line. So this is going to be big. You're going to want to try and get the ball right into the hands of your best free throw shooter. And if he can hit both his shots, they'll go up 3 with probably about 15 seconds left for CEC to come back down and try and tie the game. So this is going to be a very important timeout for both of these teams. They're both coming up with a game plan to see how are they going to work out this last 18 seconds of basketball.
100%. And with the case here for North Nova, when they with CEC, when they have a couple guys in foul trouble, don't be surprised if you see Whitehead and Green not coming out of this timeout. You could very much see them sub in guys that have more fouls to give, have a foul, and then the second that happens, instantly bring Green and Whitehead up to the scorer's table to sub them right back in.
Exactly. You don't want to risk one of either Griffin Scott, Jonah Whitehead, or Thomas Green getting fouled out by an intentional foul to stop the clock.
And it appears like that is just the case. Everyone in right now has plenty of fouls to give. And they only have to get one because the Griffins are already in bonus. So it's not a multiple-time thing. It's you grab him right away.
Okay, and it's knocked out of bounds. So it seems like, of course, first they'll be trying to get the steal. If they can get a steal on this inbounds pass here, that would be huge.
It would be enormous. Yeah, it would be best-case scenario.
And he's fouled. So number 3, James McKay, is fouled.
No, they didn't call a foul.
They didn't call a foul. Wow. So it's just knocked out of bounds again. They just can't get the ball inbounds. And there we go.
Now
That's
that one's on number 5.
So it will be number 3, James McKay, heading to the free throw line. And just like that, Whitehead will be coming back into the game. I'm surprised they don't have Green subbing back to the game too to try and get one of these very crucial rebounds if the second shot is missed.
I think what they are trying to do currently is if that shot goes up, they just want to be able to go right away. Just run right away if he misses one of these two.
And he misses the first.
These are potentially, McKay's a young player. He's only a grade 10, but these are probably the biggest free throws up to date for him. He's been on some big teams. He's been on BNS. He's been on those YC teams. But these are still big free throws.
And he hits the second.
And timeout is called by the Cougars, not shockingly, as the Griffins now lead by 2 with only 1 shot clock left.
So it'll be very interesting to see how they play this. Are they going to go for the 3 or for the tie? Personally, I think you go for the best shot you can get. I'm also curious to see what player will have the ball in his hands. You would think that it would go to Caden Skinner, but he's had a very bad second half. So maybe you try and get the ball into the hands of somebody like a Griffin Scott, a Brady McKinnon, who have really been executing down the stretch of this game. Even after having a few crucial turnovers, Jesse Dalrymple scored 4 very important points. So I'm excited to see how the last bit of this game plays out, as I'm sure all of you are at home watching.
Yeah, I'll be very curious. If I were to predict you right now, I would predict that they will, obviously, they will take the 3 or the open shot if they get it, but I think they're just going to try and tie this up, force this to overtime with a little bit of momentum. And I think when it comes to shot-wise, it'll be Dalrymple or Skinner are neck and neck for who they want the shot, and if it's not one of them, I think it'll be McKinnon that they're looking for as a third option.
Yeah, so the players are coming back onto the court for the very important, what could be the final play.
Neither Griffin or Scott
game
are in the game right now. They chose Whitehead and Braden instead. So I would say this is what they consider a good offensive/shooting lineup for them.
And the ball goes to Dalrymple. Big screen by Whitehead. Dalrymple right to the basket. And he hits the layup! He ties the game with 9.4 seconds left. Bonvie has the ball. He dribbles up past half court. And
Foul.
He's fouled. Oh, wow. What a bad foul. That'll send him to the free throw line with a chance to take this game.
That was a shocking foul.
Oh, what a bad mistake there.
They're now going to need Brody will shoot 2, but then they're going to need to get a very quick shot or way up the court with only 5.5 left in the clock. Makes the first. The question will be, if he makes the second, they have to get the board, and they, I'm assuming, will try and call timeout right away.
Let's see what will happen here. And he hits the second.
Timeout is called.
So they'll call a timeout. They will draw up their probably final play of the game.
All right, same thing that we just talked about, less time. Do you think the situation changes now? Do you still take best shot, or do you think you go for 3 for game?
I'm a firm believer in you draw up a play and you are looking for the best available shot. I don't think you want to try and force a bad 3 or a bad 2. You want to get the best available shot you can get in this 5 seconds, which will probably be passing the ball into your best player and letting him work his magic. So we will see what they draw up during this timeout. Because of the timeout, they will also be able to advance the basketball. So CEC will be passing in the ball at half court. And I'm very excited to see what happens in the last 5.5 seconds of this basketball game. It looked like it was going to overtime until a crucial foul by Braden Doran, his 3rd foul of the game. So 4 seconds left in this timeout. The players are coming back onto the court. And everybody get out of your seats for the last 5.5 seconds. You do not want to miss this.
No. And this is a game where it wouldn't shock me if CEC gets something to go at the buzzer, and this is a overtime game.
So number 11, McKinnon on the inbounds pass. And the ball is in. Up to Dalrymple. Screen by Whitehead. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, with the 3 for the win. Oh, and he misses it. So North Nova will be heading on to play the bronze medal semifinals. And CEC loses a heartbreaker. 2 points, 90-88. Wow. I'm sure that poor Braden Doran will be thinking about that foul for a long time, especially being in a grade 12 senior, this being his last provincials. No. What a shame.
I think both of them will. Braden committing that foul and then Dalrymple missing the last shot. They're both going to take that pretty heavily, but they cannot let that affect them. They are going to need to get ready. They will be taking on Riverview tomorrow in the placement game. So that's what they have to focus on now. You do not want to be the only team in provincials not to win a game. You want to get at least 1 win.
Yeah, so the players shake hands now after a hard-fought game. Some upset looks on the faces of some of these CEC players, but they should not hang their heads down low. They all played their hearts out, and that's just how basketball goes. Only one team can win.
For sure. And now North Nova, we aren't sure who they are going to get yet. Same with Horton earlier. We don't know who they'll play. They will be playing the losers of Millwood, Citadel, and CP Allen Ombre, which we will find out.
So we are going to take a little break for about the next half hour until the next game gets going. Thank you for listening.